Yo, before this video starts, join the Discord if you have any questions or concerns about this script, or just want an overall community chat about Lewis stuff. I get a lot of people in my comments asking for help, but I can't really answer all the comments, so it's better to just make a ticket on my Discord. Anyways, let's get to the video. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be, finally, once and for all, making aimbot. We're gonna be finally making some aimbot. A lot of people have asked for this, but I've put it on hold simply because, like, I don't know. It's not that it's difficult. I mean, it is pretty difficult to understand. I'll try and explain it to the best that I can, but yeah. So I guess let's just get right into it. And then we can test it at the end. It's gonna be a long video, but yeah, we're gonna make it an aimbot and maybe an FOV circle. So, yeah, we'll make an FOV circle script. So, let's mix our variables. So we can make first define the player. So, we'll do local player equals. And okay, we'll define one for players too. So we'll do local players equals game get service players, and then we need to make one for local player equals players dot local player. All right, so now we got those two out the way, we're gonna define our camera. This is for our FOV circle and stuff. So we gotta go to the workspace dot current camera. That's how you get the camera. It's in, you just go to workspace. Don't do game.workspace, also won't work. Alright, we'll do local run service because we might need this for services later. Alright, run service. Alright, and we'll do user input service because we need this for detecting whenever the right mouse is clicked. User input service. And we're not going to be doing a UI for this. Alright. We won't do a UI for this because, I don't know, I kind of want to keep it simple. And if you really need to, if you really want to do a UI, then, you can do it yourself. It's really not that difficult to just put stuff in a UI, so. Alright, we also need tween, because we've got a tween, the circle. And game gets service, what that basically means is you're just getting the service of Roblox. It's kind of weird. These are all services, and we want to get them. And that's why we're defining it as a variable. Alright, Alright, so then we'll make one for holding. This is detect if you're holding the right mouse button, which is going to equal false by default because you're not holding it as soon as you join in. Let's make us some settings. So we're going to do _g dot aimbot enabled equals true. _g dot team check equals false. We'll do true. Alright, because we'll use phantom forces or something at the end. So, yeah, these are just all the settings. You guys can set this. You can make a UI if you would like to set it to something you'd like. Alright, this is the aim part. Obviously, you want this to be on the head. And then, sensitivity. Yeah, we'll do sensitivity. This will be like how many seconds for it to lock on. So, like, obviously, if you want to look more legit, then you make this like something like 3. So it's like 3 seconds. Like it kind of like flick. Maybe if it was 1, it like flick over. But this one it just snaps. So we'll just make it 0. Now let's make some settings for the. Let's do FOV circle settings. And we'll put up here. So just say organize. Aimbot settings. FOV circle settings. This is gonna be underscore g dot. This is how we'll do circle sides. All right, so this is how many sides the circle's gonna have, like the FOV circle. So 64. If you want to make it bigger, obviously you can mess with that. All right, circle color. Everyone knows that if you're going to use circle color, like if you're gonna do it, like almost all FOV circles are white. If you would like to incorporate this into a GUI, you could do like a color picker. This would be a good opportunity to use the Orion's color picker. This is something bad there. All right. And then we need one for the circle transparency. I'm just gonna add a bunch to try and make it as customizable as I can, so a lot of you don't come in as screaming for help. So, if you still want options, you can code them yourself. It shouldn't be that difficult. All right, circle radius, make it 80, and then we'll do circle filled. It's false because we don't really want it filled. And then underscore g dot circle visible equals true because we want it to be visible, obviously. And this one is the circle thickness equals 0. Okay. Now we have to actually make all these equal something, so like we'll do local FOV circle. This is us making the FOV circle equals drawing.new, and I'm pretty sure, alright, drawing.new circle. Alright, and then you need to do FOV circle dot position. For position, we'll do equals vector 3. Actually, we'll do vector 2. Vector 2.new. Camera dot viewport size dot axis. The x-axis divided by 2, and then camera dot viewport size dot y divide that by 2. And there we go. So that's going to be our FOV circle position. So what this is doing is it is centering the FOV circle in between our camera. So wherever our mouse is, it's going to go, because that's what viewport size is. So, and then divide it by 2, which means it's going to go in the middle. It's going to go around our mouse, other than like starting on our mouse. So, yeah. Alright guys, so I forgot that I was actually paused on OBS, but I had a bunch of this, so you can go ahead and pause the video, copy all this down. What this is doing is just making these certain variables so we can reference them and having them equal the settings. So that means that we can that like a user can change these to their liking, basically. So yeah. Alright, so we're gonna make a function for getting the closest player to the FOV circle. So we're gonna call it local function get closest player, local maximum distance equals underscore g dot circle radius. So that'll be your maximum distance that you can go, and then local target equals 0 for now, because we're going to set it to it's going to change. So for underscore comma v in pair, no, we'll do in next, actually, in next players, and we're going to get the players, do if v.name is not equal to local player. So obviously we don't want to lock on to our not actually, no, yeah, that team. Obviously don't want to lock on to our own team, so we're gonna do if their name is not equal to, okay, wait, no, actually we'll do local player name. All right, so this makes it so we can't lock on to ourselves. So we don't want to log onto ourselves. And I just realized that we're not going to do team yet because that's a setting. And it's also keep thinking that I want to do fucking thickness. So yeah. Okay. Then we're going to do if g.teamCheck is equal to true, then, and this is where we check if v.team is not equal to local player.team. If v.character is not equal to nil, so it's not like an object, because obviously we don't want it to be, we don't want to be locking onto models. So yeah, and then if v.character, and we're gonna find first child of humanoid root part. So this is just checking if the character has a humanoid root part, and if it does, that means it's a character. So if they're humanoid root part, so if they have a humanoid root part, that's what not equal to nil means. Then we'll do if v.character, we'll make a check for their health actually. So find first child humanoid is not equal to nil, and so this is just basically like a second if statement, but not at the same time. v.character, find first child humanoid, and then dot health is not equal to 0. So it's above 0 basically. So if obviously their health is 0, we don't want to lock onto them. So all right, local screen point equals camera world to screen point. This is an inbuilt function in Roblox that we can use. Go, and then we'll do v.character. Wait for wait for child, and then we're gonna wait for the child humanoid root part, comma math.huge. There we go. All right, and we'll do dot position, and then we'll do local vector distance equals vector2 dot new, because we're gonna hold 2 values. This is where the user input service comes in. We're gonna get the mouse location of the user input service. So use inbuilt function get mouse location, and then we're gonna get the x position of the mouse, and then we're gonna get the user input service get mouse location dot y. So that's the y location of the mouse. And then we're gonna subtract vector2.new. What should we subtract? Alright, no, we'll subtract vector2.new. Oh wait, we can actually do screen point dot x, and then screen point dot y, and then dot mag. Let's see. I spelled that right. Yeah. All right. There's that, and then we got our 2 variables, and now we can do if vector distance, which is the second variable right here, is less than maximum distance, which is this one right here. Then target equals v. So it checks all of this to make sure the player is not dead. It's on, and it is not on your team if you have that enabled, right? I mean, it's on. Yeah, it's not on your team, and then it will get them to your mouse location, and it's gets the closest one to the maximum distance of your FOV, and if they're in the FOV radius, right, it's gonna set them as your target. And then we can just add a bunch of ends. I think that's good. I don't think we need another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we need more ends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, we'll do 5. I know what, we'll do that, and then we'll add an else statement. Alright, if v.character is not equal to nil, then if v.character find first child human. Okay, wait, no, we can just copy this. There we go. Alright, so then target equals v, and then we can write 1 end. Alright, then we can, I think this is, then we can write all of our ends actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we only need 7. Alright, 7's good. Actually, we need an 8th one, so we'll return target. Alright, return target. Sorry for all the sloppiness. Okay. So, now, we're pretty much done, honestly. We just have to, check for the right mouse button and stuff. So, let's do user input service dot input began. Connect function. Oh, I forgot that, I don't have, Lua extensions, so bear with me here. Parameter of input. If input, which is the variable, dot user input type is equal to enum dot user input type dot mouse button 2, I think that's the right mouse button, hopefully, holding is equal to true. So this means that the holding value is going to be set to true because we're going to be holding the right mouse button. Alright, copy this same thing, paste it right here. And then change this to input ended. And then set holded to false. So if you stop holding the right mouse button, it's going to be equal to false. Alright, here's where the run service thing that we did at the beginning comes into play. We're going to do run service dot render step. So whenever you step, connect function. FOV circle. Wait, we can just copy everything from up here. Alright, copy everything from up here. Paste it in here. Indent this all. And then we're going to change the position to the user input service. User input service dot get mouse location. Alright, sorry about that. We're gonna do get mouse location dot x user input service get mouse location dot y. Oh, it's caught a little error I did here. I put user input service dot get mouse location. You need to use colon. Sorry. If you use colon, it should turn yellow. If it doesn't, then don't worry about it. But if holding is equal to true and underscore g dot aimbot enabled is equal to true, then this is where we're gonna make our FOV circle. So we're gonna do tween service create. Alright, and then we gotta pass in a bunch of arguments here. So we'll do camera tween info dot new underscore g dot sensitivity enum dot easing style dot sign. That's the one I always use. Enum dot easing direction dot out C-frame equals C-frame dot new camera dot C-frame dot position, and then we're gonna do okay. So I had a typo here, so we need to do camera instead of whatever, and then position, and we're gonna get the closest player dot character on the aim part dot position, and then we have to play the tween. We'll do play did we put ends? No. Okay, then we just end it. Alright, that should be our script. I'm just gonna pause this and look over it real quick, make sure I didn't do anything wrong. Alright, I checked and it looks like everything looks fine. So let's try this in a game. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and launch up some we'll do Arsenal. You're not gonna be able to see my screen right now, but I can spell Arsenal wrong. Alright, let's launch up some Arsenal. I know there's already a lot of cheaters in here, so I won't be surprised if there's like a couple more cheating with me, but alright, so let's go ahead and inject now. My volume up. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and see, samples cute. Alright, there's our FOV circle that we made. It's pretty cool. And let's go ahead and find someone. There you go. We have a working ESP. It just kind of snaps onto their head. I mean, not ESP, sorry, we have a working aimbot. And it will snap onto their head. Looks pretty cool too. Go. Still die but cheats because I'm kind of bad. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.